My friend and I recently moved into a new apartment. We bought it together, fulfilling a long-held dream that we had cherished for years. Finally, after saving and planning, we made our dream a reality. To celebrate this momentous occasion, we decided to throw a small housewarming party, and the whole day was dedicated to preparation, and we told each other happiness, and we both felt the excitement of creating a memorable evening with our friends. We spent the morning shopping. Our first stop was the grocery store, where we picked out a variety of snacks, including chips, dips, and an assortment of cheeses, as well as appetizers like mini pies and spring rolls. We also bought ingredients for cocktails, fresh citrus, soda mixes, and a bottle of grenadine to get us in the holiday spirit, to satisfy everyone's preferences. Finally, we stopped by a home goods store to grab some cool decorations and a couple board games to entertain guests. By the time we got home, our car was packed to the brim, and we were full of anticipation. Once back at the apartment, we dove headfirst into decorating. Together, we hung colorful banners in vibrant shades of red, blue, and gold, as well as twinkling garlands that cast a warm glow throughout the room. This combination created a fun and inviting party atmosphere, perfect for our celebration. We set the table with plenty of food and drinks, arranging everything neatly to create an inviting atmosphere. Walls and shelves were decorated with personal touches, making the apartment cozy and uniquely ours. To finish, we unwrapped the new board games and put them in a corner for later. Finally, evening came, and friends began to flock to us, each bringing something different. One friend gave us a set of elegant kitchen utensils, another brought a bottle of high-accent whiskey, and a third surprised us with a fun new party game. These caring gestures warmed our hearts, but it was their presence that made the evening truly special. Laughter and conversation filled the room as everyone settled into their seats, and soon the party was in full swing. Drinks poured in rivers, appetizers were devoured, and everyone seemed to be having a great time. At one point, a wave of nostalgia swept over me. I remembered a game I played as a kid and suggested we give it a try. To my delight, everyone, including my girlfriend, enthusiastically agreed. The game was simple, but hilariously entertaining. One person held a spinner with multicolored circles, and the players had to place a certain body part on the corresponding color without falling. The one who stayed last was the winner. My girlfriend volunteered to be the host and spin the arrow for us. 5 of us joined in, including me. As the game progressed, we found ourselves in increasingly absurd poses, dodging and trying to avoid elimination. The room erupted in laughter as we wriggled on the floor, precariously balancing. One by one, the players were eliminated, leaving only me and our mutual friend. Emily was a formidable opponent. A former gymnast, she moved with effortless confidence, and her every move showed precision practiced over the years. Her posture remained impeccable, even in the most awkward of positions, a stark contrast to my frantic attempts to keep from falling. While I shifted and struggled, she maintained a playful yet focused look, her movements smooth and deliberate, which only added to the tension and laughter among our friends. The friendly rivalry added to the fun, with the guys cheering me on and the girls cheering Emily on. Tensions mounted as the game reached its climax. Emily's next move required her to take a seat right behind me. Smiling mischievously, she leaned forward with impeccable balance. She stayed small. As she did so, her ear came within a few centimeters of my face, and I froze, clearly flustered. Emily seemed to notice this, but didn't back away, continuing to approach. My concentration broke, and I lost my footing, collapsing to the ground. Emily followed suit and landed right on top of me. The game ended in a draw, much to the delight of our friends, who broke into laughter and moved on to other activities. I lay there not knowing how to react until Emily was next to me. After what seemed like an eternity, she leaned into me and whispered, "Follow me." Looking around, I saw that my girlfriend and the others were engrossed in another game. Reluctantly, I got up and followed Emily into the other room. She looked at me with surprise and said, "Different, isn't it? I never thought Emily had such a strong play." As soon as I crossed the threshold, Emily closed the door behind me and hugged me, and did something else. My mind was churning, torn between the elation of this moment and the guilt gnawing at the edges of my thoughts. "I felt everything during the game," she murmured, pressing her warm breath against my ear. Her words pierced me, and for a fleeting second I considered pulling back and expressing my indecision. However, her determination and the intensity in her eyes overpowered my resolve, pulling me even deeper into the maelstrom of conflicting emotions. Her determination was evident as she undressed me, and I found myself unable to resist. Our friends were oblivious to what was happening, engrossed in the festivities, while Emily and I shared a secret, exciting encounter. Sleeping with warden birds sounded impressive, but I doubted warden birds could deal with nervousness and encounter. Afterward, we returned to the party as if nothing had happened. I tried to act natural, laughing with everyone and picking up on conversations, but my thoughts kept returning to what had just happened. Emily, meanwhile, blended seamlessly into the group, her composure unwavering. At times, I noticed her looking at me with a knowing smile, which only added to my friend, oblivious to this, laughed and joked with the others. "What do you think's going to happen once Philip returns from her anxiety?" I busied myself with pouring drinks and playing host, hoping it would help me regain my focus. But the memories lingered, casting a shadow over the rest of the evening. It was an evening neither of us would forget, and not just for that reason. If you enjoyed this story, please support it with a like and subscribe for more videos.